name is Stella, the delicious food seller.
People said her food was sweet, too sweet, but nobody asked why. In one small town, there lived a woman called Stella. She sold food at night and everybody knew her name. During the day, her shop was empty, closed tight with a big iron lock. But as soon as the sun went down, people would see her setting up her big pots. Smoke would rise, and the smell of pepper soup, jollof rice, fried meat, and beans filled the air. Men from beer parlors came to eat. Taxi drivers stopped by. Even travelers who passed through the town heard of Stella's food. "Ah, if you never chop Stella food, you never taste food," people said. And they were right. Stella's food was different. The taste touched the tongue and went straight into the bones. People licked their fingers, forgot their worries, and always wanted more. But something was strange. Stella never looked tired. Her pot was always full, no matter how many people bought food. And the crowd at her shop was too much, sometimes too much for just one woman selling food. Still, nobody questioned her. In fact, people even joked, "Stella no witcho. See as her food day make us forget home." But they laughed. Nobody took it serious. One night, a boy named Kunle, who sold phone accessories nearby, noticed something. He usually closed his stall at 10 p.m., but that day he forgot his wallet. When he came back to take it, he heard strange noises near Stella's shop. The crowd was gone. No customer was there. But Stella's big pots were still on the fire. And then Kunle saw them, figures in white, some with no faces, some with legs that did not touch the ground. They were lining up in front of Stella's shop. And Stella? She was smiling as she served them, one after the other, with the same spoon she used for normal customers. Kunle's heart almost stopped. He hid behind a tree, shaking. The people collected food, but their hands were like smoke. The food disappeared as soon as it touched their lips. When Stella finished serving, the ghosts hissed, whispered, and floated back into the night. Kunle ran home that night without looking back. The next morning, Kunle tried to tell his friends. "See, I swear, Stella dey sell food give ghost." They laughed. "Kunle, you don't drink too much. A beg, leave matter. Hunger dey show you vision." Even his mother scolded him. "Why you dey talk nonsense? That woman food dey help people every night." Kunle shut his mouth, but he could not forget what he saw. He started avoiding Stella's shop. But the crowd kept growing. Weeks later, strange things began happening. A man who ate at Stella's shop every night died in his sleep. People said it was heart attack. Another woman lost her child inside her womb, though she was only 5 months pregnant. Then, 3 young boys who always ate Stella's beans suddenly fell sick. Doctors could not explain the illness. Still, people refused to suspect Stella. Instead, they said, "Fit be village people. Na bad luck. Everything no be food matter." But Kunle knew. He was sure. One night, Kunle decided to get proof. He carried his small phone, hid behind the same tree, and waited. Around midnight, the crowd cleared. Stella's human customers went home. The street was quiet. And then they came again. The ghosts. This time there were more of them. Kunle pressed record on his phone. He caught Stella laughing, bending low as she served them food. He caught the way their shadows stretched long on the ground, though there was no light to cause it. He caught their hiss, their whisper, their clapping. But suddenly, one of them turned. It had no face, only empty blackness where eyes should be, and it looked straight at him. Kunle screamed, dropped his phone, and ran. The next morning, when he checked, his video was gone. The phone memory was empty. Soon, more deaths followed. People who ate Stella's food too often grew weak. Some complained that their dreams were full of shadows. Rumors spread. Maybe Stella dey use jazz. Maybe in a ghost dey chop with us. Why her pot dey always full? But Stella smiled. Every night she still sold food and her customers kept coming. Finally, an old woman named Mama Ijoma, who had lived in the town for many years, decided to speak. She said, "Una no de si. This Stella na not ordinary. Any place where crowd too much, sometimes no good. Be careful." People started listening because Mama Ijoma was respected. One night, she gathered some strong men, church members, and neighbors. They decided to go to Stella's shop and confront her. It was midnight when they arrived. Stella was laughing, serving her ghost customers. "Stella!" Mama Ijoma shouted. The ghosts turned. Some hissed, some vanished. Stella's face changed. She looked angry. "Why una de disturb me?" she shouted. Her voice was not like a human voice. It was deep and heavy, like 10 people talking at once. The men raised their lanterns. Some began to pray. The air grew cold. The fire under Stella's pot turned blue. She screamed, and the ghosts scattered into the night. Mama Ijoma poured salt on the ground and shouted prayers. Stella tried to fight back, but the more they prayed, the weaker she became. Finally, she dropped her spoon, hissed, and ran into the dark forest. She never returned. From that night, Stella's shop was empty. Nobody saw her again. The big iron pot was left behind, but nobody touched it. The town agreed. Not every night food seller is good. Some feed people with food meant for the dead. Since then, people in the town became careful. They no longer rushed to buy food just because the crowd was big. They learned to ask questions, to watch closely, and to avoid places that felt strange. And whenever a new food seller opened at night, someone would always say, "Remember Stella O? No be all food sweet for body." Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and turn on the notification button for more education stories.